So this property has been on the market for 9 days.
Yeah.
It's 1.5. It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath penthouse suite, and the view is crazy.
Okay.
I think you're gonna like it.
Cool, cool. He's lying. That's the thing. You got the right key?
Yeah.
All right, all right. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy.
I already know you're gonna like this one.
Oh, you did good, man. You did good. You did good. You said it's 3,300 square feet?
3,200 square feet.
32? It's got a deck? Oh yeah. And there's my office right there. That's crazy. So I can walk to work every day in like 3 minutes. Yeah, this is cool, this is cool. Ah, it's got a hot tub.
Got a hot tub.
I hate hot tubs. I think they're gross.
When you're saying that.
I think they're gross. It's disgusting. It's like a pool full of germs. You know, like I was telling you, the reason why I was looking for something, of course I wanted to stay in the Brookhaven area. And then I was looking for something that just wasn't like a nice little backsquare pad or something like that, but something I could actually like maybe do some business in. So I like this because this patio, whatever, I could like have clients here. We could have meetings here. You know, my group sessions, my group coaching sessions. Instead of having to like rent out like a WeWork space or go into the office, you know, I could have them here, like on a summer night, of course, or like summer days, and we could just go over what we go over here, and it's just way more personable. It's cheaper for me because now I don't have to resell office space. The price is, I expect it to be way higher than what it is, and then for what you get, you know, I don't know. I mean, the only thing I see is a little dated, but it's like all cosmetic stuff that we can clean up.
No, you want to see the master bedroom?
Yeah, hell yeah. 3 bedrooms total?
3 bedroom total.
So
the master bedroom is on your right.
Let's see that one last. Let me just see the. It's kind of dark in here.
Turn the lights on.
It's a small bedroom, but it's gonna have a lot of light. It's gonna have a lot of light. Ah, this is cool. It's cool. Obviously my friends having too much fun with here. I'm trying to jump down from here to there.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What do you think about the view though?
It's the best view in Buckhead, in my opinion, because you're seeing all of Buckhead and then you're also seeing all of downtown Atlanta. These closets are huge.
It's supposed to be the 2nd bedroom.
Yeah, I don't even have a lot of clothes, but just I did not have a lot of clothes. I got like 6 suits, some jeans, t-shirts, and that's it.
Here for sure.
That's it. Oh, this is nice. This is a real nice bathroom. I like that it's sizable, but it's not like monstrous. It's not like a mansion to where it's like, bro, it's just you. You don't need all the space. It's like a decent size.
Here. This will be the water heater.
Oh, okay. All right, let me see when they put this thing in. Because typically it's supposed to say the date of when it was either put in or the date of when it was serviced. So they put it in July 11th, 2014. So it's only 5 years old, which is good. Then it was next maintained December 9th, 2014. The next May 19th, 2015. Then October 2015. Then December 2016. So that was almost a year from when they. And then the last time was June 2017. So they've maintained it pretty good, but they haven't been back here in the last 2 years. Damn, every room's got a balcony. That's cool. On the real, this is just so dangerous, man. Like, these balconies, man, like, the views are cool, but this is just so dangerous if you got kids or somebody who drinks too much. Really, like, your dream condo could turn to a nightmare real quick if somebody gets hurt. Another walk-in closet.
This is the biggest closet.
I do not have this many clothes though, but I guess it's cool to have.
On the bedroom, on the first floor, we didn't look at.
Oh, we do?
On the third bedroom.
Kind of tough. Does the artwork come with the condo?
I think it is. I think it do come with it.
I'm trying to look at what it is. It looks like some obese Asian characters. I always wonder what the hype was about the Sub-Zero images, but I mean, they're nice, man. They're like industrial look.
Yeah.
So what you think, man? Are they motivated or what? I mean, they dropped the 200 grand. Came out on the market today. What's the property taxes on this? I'm trying to figure out what the carrying cost will be. Because you said the monthly HOA is what, 1,800?
1,800.
And then property taxes on this has got to be at least like $6,000 a year, or what? So let me do these calculations.
It's 1539. 15.
That's the HOA?
Yes.
So $1,539 a month times 12. That's $18,468 a year in HOA fees.
No, actually, the HOA is
1180. That's even better.
And then
1180 times 12. That's $14,000 a year in HOA fees. And property taxes $15,000. Damn, that's high. 15,394. No, if I'm not mistaken, property taxes are included in the fucking HOA fees.
No, really.
It's supposed to be included.
Supposed to be on the condos?
If I'm not mistaken, HOA is supposed to cover that too. Because if not, then it's going to cost $29,554 a year just to have this spot outside of whatever your mortgage is. Well, no, the taxes are included in the mortgage.
Yes.
I'm begging.
HOAs is different.
I'm begging. Yeah, you're right. So hold on. So let's do this again. 1180 times 12. So it's $14,100 a year in HOA fees. Do you know if they own this free and clear or if they have a mortgage? Well, I can find that using propstream.us.
Okay.
Yeah, I can use that. Let me try that real quick.
So we get a frame.
Yeah, I use propstream.us to find like all my off-market deals and all my like vacant houses and foreclosures and pre-foreclosures and motivated sellers, cash buyers, all that shit. So.
Okay.
And even while I was asking, because I was like, if there's no tenant in here, if they're not at least renting it out, then they're coming out of pocket almost like 20 grand a year for something that's not generating any income. So keeping that in context would be the.
I gotta check to make sure that this HOA is for the whole year or just monthly.
That's not for the whole year. That's got to be monthly. Because if it was for the whole year, then that means HOAs here would be less than $100 a month.
Yeah,
that bullshit. There's janky trap house condos on the south side that the HOAs are more than. The biggest things that I'm really big on is having a proper team. In business, you can't do everything on your own. No person is an island. There's no way you're going to build a successful entrepreneurial endeavor if you don't have a proper team. So part of my team is having a really good realtor who knows the area, who can run comps for me if I can't find them myself. somebody who can negotiate for me on my behalf with these other realtors that are representing properties. And so it's just very important because your team is what's not only going to help you navigate through deals, but they're also going to give you that credibility of making you look larger than life. If I came up here by myself and I didn't have an agent who comes from a broker that's done millions and millions of dollars of deals in the Atlanta area, and I just came by myself, being fresh from New Jersey, only been in Atlanta for 2 years, you know, that already puts me at the lower hand.
That's true.
So coming to the table with a formidable teammate, it just makes me look larger than life, and it allows me to, you know, pull off magic, man. Yeah. You know, right. So. But I mean, I love this area. I love how this place feels. I'm not just thinking about this property as a place for me to lay my head at. I'm also looking at it as a place where I can do business as well. You know, where I can bring certain preferred clients. I can bring them over. I can see my office from my balcony. I can see it. So yeah, I'll be walking to work every day. I don't got to drive. I don't got to Uber. I don't got to Lyft. And it's just convenience. You know, the reason why you want to get successful and build a good career is not so you can have money and ball out on people. It's so that you can build a convenient life for yourself, something that's comfortable, something that's not so frustrating, something that doesn't, you know, just the little things about me not having to drive to work just make my life 10 times better. I don't got to worry about traffic. I don't got to worry about gas. I don't got to worry about finding a parking spot. I can really just put on my clothes, put on my shoes, and walk to my office, get things done, and walk back home. You know, I can stay at work for as long as I want, or I can stay at home for as long as I want, because it's only a hop, skip, and a jump away. You know, so yeah, daily hustle, and we on to the next one. Yo, what's up, man? Huh? We shooting a daily hustle, man. I'm trying to buy a penthouse in there.
Oh, what?
Yeah, shit ballin', shit crazy.
Real. What's going on?
That's Corey Freeman, man.
That's the man right here.
Nah, he the man right there. Corey was our top salesperson for like 2.5 years. Every month he's doing like 250, 300,000 in sales. Like, he's the one that literally took the company to having, like, you know, $1 million quarters and stuff. Wow. Him. He's like 23 years old. Hey, I see it. Yeah, is that if you create a platform where everybody who participates and helps in it can come up, like for example, this thing that we're shooting now, right? Yeah, it's focused on me, but because of where it's gonna go, everybody's gonna be able to come up. Every time I'm posting the clips, I'm tagging him, tagging the camera people. So other people that trust my judgment are gonna be like, well, shit, if he good enough for Tosin, let me hit him up. You feel me? As we're showing you and we're talking about you and showcasing you, other people that see this that may not, you know, want to buy a condo or a penthouse, but maybe they want to buy their first home that's 200 grand, and they're like, I'm not sure what realtor I should pick. Oh, I remember seeing the Daily Hustle. Tosin said that Joseph was a pretty good dude. Let me Google him, find him. So it's a way that it's just creating a platform or a situation to where, like, indirectly everybody could come up. You feel me? So that's how you do it. It's not about cutting somebody a check or giving somebody a handout. It's about us getting this work together. We get this work together, everybody eats, and nobody has to feel like another man is taking care of them. Like, I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to be like, yo, I did this for him, I gave it to him, or whatever. That's the worst feeling in the world. Right now, it's about to see a multi-million-dollar mansion in Buckhead that me and my younger brother, who run Oduwole Enterprises out of Beverly Hills in California, we want to open up another branch and start doing events here in Atlanta. And so we're looking for an event house that we can use to throw all of our parties, corporate events, photo shoots, fashion shows, all of those things. And so when it comes to event properties or event mansions, you just can't find any house that's in a neighborhood, because then you run into the issue that my uncle ran into, to where now the neighbors are complaining about, you know, 150, 200 cars parked out on the side of the road, and, you know, beer cans and, you know, all types of stuff. So you got to be real strategic about which properties that you pick. I like this one because it's on the main road. There really are no neighbors. And so at around 11 p.m., the only thing that's around here is commercial properties and these tall towers, to where, I mean, if somebody's on the 17th floor of some building way across the street, are they really going to complain about, you know, a little bit of music? So that's where we at. What's going on, champ? Where's the big man? and his toy. All right, Tom, come on, we're looking Hollywood.
Spiffy, ain't you?
A little bit.
Last time I undressed.
I just said, let me just bring no socks. You know what I'm saying? This is old stuff, man. It's just stuff in the whatever.
It look good though, brother.
Yeah.
I like to see you like that, man. You look really good.
So the first thing I can see, they've already been throwing events in here because look at the floor. Oh yeah. I'll make it happen in here. I'll throw some sexy ass VH1 shit up in here. I'm gonna call VH1 be like, yo, we got another one in Atlanta. What's up? And you got all the activity in here, nothing outside, not bothering no neighbors. They don't even know what's going on. They won't even know what's going on. Oh yeah. What you think, man?
Oh man, this is nice.
So,
seven bedroom, living bathroom.
yeah.
You know, 11,000 square footage.
This is gonna be the center of the marketing that we do to get all the events, because it's like, yo, like there could be people all lined up around here. This whole spot would just be people chilling, drinking, smoking, whatever their vice is. Got the girls there. Whatever the event is, have their camera crew, whatever.
It's his 25th birthday party.
And we could have like the whole catering and all that stuff in the kitchen. Like it's set, like this house was built before events. Out and touch the chandelier. They'll put, like, you know, all the liquor, the juices, whatever, they'll store it here and then take it over as usual. And then, yeah, it was built for events. And I love it. Master, because this is not a house for living. It wasn't built for that. So I don't think there is like a master. It's just rooms. And do you know what works out for us? The reason why it's good that this house isn't meant for living is now there's not going to be a lot of families that want to buy this. Because it's not meant for living. There is no master bedroom. You got a fucking pool in the middle of the house. You're on a busy ass street with all these apartment buildings and constructions right next door. Like, if you have a family, you don't want to raise like your kids in this kind of house. So that could work for us because now we can do better negotiation with whatever price we're gonna pay. So it actually works out. Pharaohs, gotta rub the Pharaoh for good luck. This is probably the part of the house where you actually live, because you see how it's got that unique lock. Yep. This is the part, yeah. Wow. This is the master suite. This is where you live. And the rest of the house is for the events. Yes, see? This is where, okay, got it. But also, this could also be where you have, like, if we pay somebody to host an event here or whatever, this could be their suite to where they can chill, relax before they got to go out there and do whatever they got to do. And then separate deck, private deck or whatever. Yeah, it's not meant for living. It's meant exactly for what you want to use it for. Hey Joseph, let's also find out if if the furniture comes with it as well, like the furniture and that wine fridge and all the little things. Yeah, and then you got your own, so the talent could come out here. Hey everybody, thank y'all for coming to my party. You know, when they start throwing bottles, they go, oh shit! Retreat!
Like a patient party right here.
Yeah, and they can see everything. They can talk to everybody, these people, whatever. It's an entertainment house. So I find literally 100% of every property I've ever looked at in the last 2 years on propstream.us. And so it basically just helps you find off-market properties. You can also look at properties that are on the MLS as well. But what a lot of people don't know, but I'm pretty sure you know, there's more than one MLS, even when you're in the same state. And so most realtors, especially when they're new, just because of the cost of maintaining the MLS, they'll only get one. So they'll have access to one MLS, and then the other two, or if there's another one, they may not see anything that's on there. And so with propstream.us, it connects you to all the MLSs in every state and every city, so it can be like just a one-stop portal. And so, yeah, I first saw this, I believe it was last year. And because I didn't know exactly where it was, I just saw the interior pictures. I thought it wasn't gonna last. I was like, yo, that's a nice property. Somebody's gonna snatch that up. That's not gonna last. And then 8 months later, it's still on there. I said, hey, let me give Joseph a call, man. Hey, see if we can set this up. Why is it still on the market? And now it makes sense. Because it's not meant for a house to necessarily live in. It's an entertainment house. It's meant for you to hold events and stuff like that, which is exactly what we want to use it for, which is exactly what we wanted. And being that that property in South Atlanta fell through, now here we are. And so I want us to put an offer in on this. So they're asking 2.5.
2.5.
So ask the agent if they're open to renting it, and tell them that they don't have to give you like a. Tell them that they don't necessarily have to give you a price, a monthly rent price right now on the phone, but to talk it over with their client and to get back to us and say, hey, if we wanted to rent this, we're serious about it and we can move forward like nowish. Like, what would make sense for you guys? And then when they tell us whatever they tell them, we just gonna negotiate that shit anyway. But just so I can kind of understand where they're coming from and we have a starting point. I feel comfortable paying $13,000, $15,000 a month for this, max on the high end. Ideally, if we can do $7,000 a month, $8,000 a month, ideally that'd be A1.
So what if they ask how many years we want to sign the lease for?
To make it attractive,
Make it attractive.
yeah, we'll sign a 5-year lease. That's a commitment. 5-year lease. This is Buckhead. This area is not going down. It's always going to be desirable. I'm not going to have any problem throwing any events in this house. It's not going to be an issue. So if it makes them feel better, be like, look, we'll do a 5-year lease. $8,000 a month, $9,000 a month or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Takes all the headache off of your client. Your client will be making $100,000 a year passive income. And we'll also handle all the management. The only thing I won't deal with is that if there's an issue with the roof, you're the owner of the house, use your homeowner's insurance, fix the fucking roof. But like anything interior, and this pool, I'm not fixing the motherfucking pool. If something happens with the pool, they gotta use that shit.
So we're gonna take all the maintenance.
The maintenance, except for the roof and the pool, as far as like, no, the pool's gonna have to be our responsibility because we're actually using it. The roof is different. So like stuff with like the roof and the foundation, that's your responsibility. But everything else, we'll make sure that you guys have no headaches at all. No headaches at all. And then we'll show them our resume of properties that we bought. Let them know that we just bought the $2.1 million commercial space in East Point. Let them know that we've done some things, so we're not just coming up out of nowhere. And yeah, that'd be ideal. Kitchen, yeah. Woo! Yeah, this looks like a hidden room. Yeah, this is a. No, it's not. Hold on. It's Velcro. Okay, no, okay. I was about to pull that shit over.
And this is where the staircase is.
Yeah, it looks like it's a door though. You see how it's like, there's like space under this motherfucker. Yeah, this is a door. There's space under here. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a door, bro. You see how they be having these things at like the entryways to doors? It's like, it's probably just like a closet or something, but this the VIP section. This is the P. Diddy suite.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit looks like, I don't think this is buildable land. It's got a fire pit. I really hope they're open to renting it. Because if they're only open to selling it, in order for me to get this spot, 2.5 million, I'll need a jumbo loan, right? So jumbo loan is 20%. I'd have to put $500,000 down. That's too much to put into a single family home. If I'm gonna put $500,000 down, I'd rather put it into an apartment building. You know, facets to this house, to as far as not just from the business side, but also for the branding side. You feel me? Like with cribs like this, there's two ways you can use it. You use it as an income generator, right? Like a money generator, but you also use it to like brand yourself. The electric bill in here is probably gonna be crazy though. Hey. All right. Yeah, let me see if they got. See if they got the keys in this motherfucker. See if they got the key. There's the key. There's no keys? Nah. I gotta FaceTime my little brother. Gotta FaceTime my brother. He talking all that shit all the way from LA. I'm like, bruh, he like, man, Atlanta doesn't have anything like what we have in LA. LA has the best properties. Yeah, LA does. LA does. But bro, there's this shit out here too.
And this property in LA would be like,
this property in LA, this would be a $14 million house.
yeah.
If it was in Beverly Hills like this, prime area, $14 million house.
That's what you're saying about getting?
Yeah, we're gonna see if they gonna rent it. And then I got Uncle to send me over his client list, man. Or more, not the actual clients, but the people that represent them that do a lot of the bookings in Atlanta that have come to him. And so I'm trying to see if I could get this for like $7,000 a month or $8,000 a month.
Yeah, if you can get that, that's a play.
And
I can
that'd be,
video shot there.
yeah, so that would be something that I could easily take care of, man.
That I can get your videos there for sure, because they even asked me that.
I'm gonna start my own fund. It's gonna be called the Black Fund. And it's not going to be a Regulation A Tier 2 like what the Tosin Fund is. It's going to be a 506B fund. And so with 506B funds, it's more built off of like personal relationships you build with the clients. So according to the SEC rule, I can't just market to strangers.
Right.
There's got to be people that have some type of relationship with me, even if it's loose.
Right.
So like I could throw a free event, a free seminar here. Everybody who now comes in, that's the beginning of our relationship. So now I can market to you because we've been in close contact, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
And you can typically raise more money that way because you're doing like typically higher net worth people that can put more down.
Right.
So instead of having to deal with, 5,000, 6,000 investors, I can deal with 300 that's all putting in $500,000. Asking you for things that it's like, okay, even if I do have it, I can't give it to you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I looked out for my grandma and my uncle.
That's different. That's different.
Yeah, exactly.
Immediate family is one thing, but the whole extended cousins.
That's when you got to come with that old parable, man. Hey, man, I can feed you for the day. I can give you some fish for the day, but I need to teach you how to fish for a lifetime so you'll be all right.
I give everybody game. They don't be wanting the game. I give game for free all day. They don't want the game.
I want that too.
They want the check. They want the check.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tell people exactly how I do it. They still won't do it.
You know, I'm a realtor, but the game he got, man, is like it's gonna put you, on another level. Right. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So you just gotta want to apply yourself or whatnot and get out the mud. I think a lot of times in life, people are afraid to make mistakes.
Yeah.
But that's how you learn. You gotta make a few mistakes before you get the hang of it, and then you take off and you fly. But people be so afraid to make a mistake that they won't even try. They paralyzed.
I go into it knowing I'm going to make a mistake because I know I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So I'm not scared. I know it's coming.
Right.
So it's like, it's kind of like, I'm trying to come up with an analogy for it. But when you're trying something new, you know you don't know it.
Right.
So why should you be afraid of something you know is coming? Joseph Nelson, Better Homes and Gardens. If you are in the Atlanta area, you're an investor or you're looking for a home for yourself or your family, I guarantee you'll be making the best decision for your life, for your career, for your family, if you choose this brother to help you and to be on your team to find whatever you need anywhere in the city of Atlanta or even the state of Georgia, because you're licensed all throughout the state, right? So anything you're looking for in Georgia, this is the guy, man. I co-sign him. I put the stamp of approval on him.
770-873-3946.
Okay, cool. We gonna go, put that on the bottom of the screen with the.
Thank you, man. Thanks a lot, man.
All right. I guess the little connect is important, I guess, whatever. What's going on, the man himself?
Hey, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm all right. How you doing?
Brother?
Likewise.
See you doing your thing, man.
Yeah, I see you doing your thing, man. Wanted to share the love, man, and kind of just let everybody see who got me right. You know what I'm saying? So,
right. Well, you're a good hanger, so put clothes on you, brother. It's always gonna look good.
Okay, that's what's up.
Exactly.
So yeah, just kind of.
How you doing? Sean, baby, it's
Nice to meet you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my pleasure, brother. Nice to meet you too, man.
So yeah, just wanted to kind of just spend a little time with you, man, and I know you about to offer us some wine, but but just wanted to kind of
Last one?
Oh, for sure, 100%. You already know how I roll.
There we go. Get a glass. Grab some glasses, please. Thank you, boss. How you been, man?
I've been good. We just been working and grinding.
So you showing people how to make some money out here?
Yeah, showing everybody how to do it and also showcasing how other people get it. So
Right.
I kind of just wondered if you could, cause I never really got your story of how you started the whole tailor business. Like I've heard little bits and pieces of stuff that you put online, but I kind of never really got the whole story, like how you got to where you're at, and kind of wanted you to just kind of share that with us.
We drinking wine. We might want to step it up to something stronger.
I'm good, brother.
He driving.
So let's have a celebratory toast.
Yes.
How about that?
Sounds good.
Always good.
Thank you.
There you go, my man.
Thank you, sir.
All right, to you, much success, my man, for the vision.
Thank you.
All right, cheers. I had to go through a whole lot of bumps and bruises to figure things out. You know what I mean? So I think that experience can help you get through the next stage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that experience, you have to go through some fire, get burnt a little bit, figure things out. So that's pretty much what I had to do in clothing. I was in business for a while and made some really bad mistakes, trying some things I hadn't done before. Experimenting on, bigger, larger scale type projects, and not knowing fully what I was doing, made some crucial mistakes that to a known person wouldn't seem crucial. But just being able to anticipate production, stuff like that I had no experience in doing, really created more of a catastrophic problems for me. So 2011 I filed bankruptcy. And pretty much start over again. Found myself going through kind of what I call resets. And my reset was always, okay, I'm gonna draw a line in the sand, I'm gonna step over it, I'm gonna leave all my problems behind me, I'm gonna just try to focus on tomorrow. You always gotta deal with the problems from yesterday, but still gotta be focused on tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's why I kind of came with the vision for just focusing a lot on weddings and formal wear.
Okay.
I saw hole in the market, but really, you know, when it came to like brides getting married, people knew about certain designers for women. A lot of focus was put on women when they got married. You know, a woman would spend thousands of dollars on her gown, and a guy would show up in a $200 rental. These things just never made sense to me. So as I was having to rethink my business and rethink my focus, I decided that, you know, this is probably would be a good approach for me, because it's a hole in the market, it's an opportunity market, and I had a vision. So I came up with the mantra, because it's his day too.
Yep. Yeah.
And pretty much everything I do is around that. So the decisions we make as a company, the things we do, how we operate is about his day too.
Yeah.
Creating that something special for this guy who is getting married and wants his experience to be just as great as the woman.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
In a nutshell, you know, brings me to here today, where I do a lot of, you know, weddings all over the country.
So it's funny because I actually found you on accident. I was coming back from seeing a movie, and then I was coming down this escalator, and then I looked in and I'm like, you know, I was like, they look like they got some nice suits in the window. And I was like, let me just go in there. Like, I had no intention of buying anything. I said, let me just go in there. And then I came in. As soon as I came in, you offered me a glass of wine. You shook my hand. You spoke to me, and it's like, he doesn't even know if I'm gonna buy anything or not. And I just had on some jeans and a t-shirt. I didn't even look like I even had $1 in my pocket. But the way you kind of treated me when I came in was like, wow, like this is real. And the first day I met you, within 15 minutes, I was getting sized up for, I think it was like a $1,700 tuxedo.
You know, the thing is, here we are in Fifth Plaza. Which is the high-end mall of pretty much the Southeast. You know, and you got Gucci, you have Versace, you have, you know, a lot of high-end brands here. The one thing I tell my guys all the time is that we have an opportunity to make people feel great. A lot of these places can make people look good. And we feel we make you look best, but you can look good shopping with a lot of other retailers here. The thing that's going to resonate with you most is how we made you feel in the process of looking good.
Gotcha.
And this is where we separate ourselves from the competition. I'm on the second level in Phipps. Where the traffic is a little weak. But yet people will make the pilgrimage up the escalator, up the stairs to see us because of exactly what you said. And while you may get someone to try you one time, the return visit is about how you made me feel. How you made me look.
100%.
We're phenomenal with our clothing. I mean, I would put my suits up against anyone's suits anywhere in the world.
I agree. And just being 100% just frank, that's the most I've ever spent on a suit in my life. I'm 33 years old. I've never spent more than $350 on a suit.
And the one time
I came in here, I was like, oh yeah, I got to do it. And when we went to the wedding, I felt like $1 million. I felt great. And a lot of people said next to the groom, I was the best dressed man there. And I think they only said it because he was getting married. So we got to get him the #1 spot. You know what I'm saying? But and just even not even being here, being out in your work, out and about at the venue, at the wedding, I felt like a whole nother. I just felt different. I just felt like upper echelon. You know, just you know. So
Miguel Wilson.
Yeah, of course.
If you don't see everything, you know, for me, and my guys, you know, I have people around me that understand the importance of the emotion, and I think we operate, man, from love. You can't fake that.
True.
So we all operating out of passion. Can't fake that.
Very true.
Walking the door, I'm excited about seeing you, and you know now to the relationship. Okay, I follow you. I see all the great things you're doing. You follow me. Might not talk whenever we do. Guess what? It's a bondage. It's a relationship, you know what I mean? And it's a relationship building. Unlike going to shop in other places where, understand this, where else can you go in this mall or otherwise where you actually get to meet with the designer who designed the clothes you're wearing? You know, all these suits in here, Miguel Wilson designed. And you can wear anything in here. There's no way you can do that. I understand the specialness in that. You know what I'm saying? I love that part, you know. If you Google Miguel Wilson, you get my personal cell phone number.
Oh, wow.
To this day. Why? Because I like answering the phone. I like people to
be able to reach out and touch you, huh?
Right.
I'm kind of the same way. That's why I've had the same cell phone number for 10 years.
Right.
Because I want whoever is trying to contact me to be able to.
Big, you know. And I love the response. People were surprised, you know, because I deal with so many celebrities. You know, I did 2 Chainz wedding. I was on Atlanta Housewives last week and do, you know, Walker's wedding and a lot of, you know, ball players and so forth. But a guy like you, no one knows. I didn't know you. You know what I'm saying? But to make you feel great.
100%.
Those guys are used to when they walk in Gucci, let me take you to this section. Let me give you a glass of champagne. This for you. See what I'm saying? So, but for us to take a guy who, you know, just might not be used to being treated a certain way.
100%.
It's gonna go way further for him. Because I'm not chasing your celebrity or trying to appeal to, you know,
your other sensibilities.
Like, you know, exactly. So it's one thing I talk about constantly. My guys, just man, we gotta maintain the service levels to a point where people just feel special each and every time they walk through the door. Ever let it be a time when somebody walk in these doors and you don't feel something special.
I didn't make it last time. I'm gonna make it this time. I promise. I'll make it this time. I promise.
We do the Atlanta Fashion and Polo Classic. Which is a fashion show, polo match, party. Off the chain. And that's one of our big fundraisers for the year that we do for the Ride to the Olympics Foundation.
Wonderful.
So.
Cool. So I mean, if there's anything I can ever do to kind of just help with whatever you have doing on the charity side, and of course,
part of,
anybody I know that's trying to. What's up?
I'm gonna tell you what you can do.
What's up?
Hey, Nicole, this Tosin, I want you to meet. This brother's doing big time
real
estate stuff.
Nice to meet you.
Major things. I would love for us talking about maybe being on our board.
That would be a pleasure. That would be a pleasure.
Really, I would like your energy.
That would be a pleasure.
Vision, your imagination, and everything around what we're doing. I think
I'm 150% on board to whatever.
All right, man, good.
Hey, appreciate you for your time. We got to shoot out. We got to go to South Atlanta. Where we going next? South Atlanta. And then,
so do what you do best.
Definitely.
Do other things. That's the Jay-Z model.
Nobody helped me. I did it on my own.
Multiple ventures.
So are you having that
super entrepreneur
head start? Or you having that support system, that family where everybody's? That's all we can say. Smart enough and knows how to grind and get it. That makes you. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Insulate. Like that's like what you want. Going on, guys. I appreciate you all for checking into episode 2 of the Daily. To be honest, what we did today is a little different from what we did on the previous episode. We're looking at the higher end luxury properties to not only my personal living, but also for a new business endeavor that we're extending to Atlanta, Georgia, in the event management space, which is where me and my younger brother, Yemi Oduwole, go and follow him on Instagram, Yemi_STL. That's YEMI_STL. And we started an event management company out in LA over here in 2015. We've been doing very, very well. We have a huge celebrity client list. And California's been good to us. We want to try to recreate that success here in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's why we've been looking at event properties like this and just try to see what can make the most sense for us so that we can continue to be successful and then still share the journey with you guys, share our strategies, share our successes and our failures, because there are a lot more failures than successes. Don't let the pretty properties and the nice productions fool you. 20 years old. We fail a lot. You know, for every one time something goes right, there's 15 times they went wrong. In that process, she's showing you how to change that. And let you guys just see what I really like on the daily hustle, the daily grind of my life. The trick about the real estate, figure it out. Gonna do section most of the time. There's no guidance. People that are trial and error. And so I want you guys to learn how to discriminate if you use 55 my day-to-day hustle. And the reason again is that 10 instead of 55 and older, you just have less problems, the less issues. Shorter journey to success. I appreciate you guys checking in. You can say, yo, if you're not 55 plus, you can't come into my properties or into my community. This is a 55 and older community. So, are you familiar with online banking?
Yeah.
So, my dad and his guys in 2000, they were the ones that helped create the concept of online banking, and they sold it to Bank of America and Chase and Lehman Brothers. You got a fucking app on your phone right now that you can check your balance, partly because of my pops, of the work they did 19 years ago. So, coming from that background, there's certain things that he's telling me, or trying to tell me, or, well, no, I say my mom was more teaching me. My pops really didn't teach me shit, but I like to watch him do stuff. So I like to see him kind of do shit, but he never really schooled me. But I had my mom school me to shit, and then I had my dad, that even though our relationship wasn't really good, I still got to watch him do some amazing shit in business. And then, so, if I was to sit here and tell you that the reason why I am the way I am now is because I was self-made, I had to motivate us bullshit. I had great examples, like amazing examples. Gee. Alright guys, this is the second property that I'm looking at for myself. We're in South Atlanta. This isn't as baller as the condo that we saw earlier, but it's comfortable, it's reasonably priced, and it's a quiet neighborhood. This looks like a really, really nice, quiet neighborhood, so peace of mind is always most important over everything. Alright guys, this is the second property that I'm looking at. So we just waiting on, yeah, because I don't know how to get in this thing. Or maybe, I was gonna say if they left that shit open. It's about to rain. So let me know what y'all think about this crib. It's got a movie theater in it, so that's good. Hey, and they only want $287,000 for this house. It's got a movie theater, it's 4,000 square feet, 2-car garage, 2 stories. It was only built, I think it was built like 10 years ago.
How about the area so far?
Oh, I like it. It's quiet. I mean, it's quiet as hell. There's space between the houses.
Oh, man, this is just 5 minutes. Hold on 1 second.
For real?
Test this right quick. I gotta test this now.
Oh, okay. Shit, that's what's up. You have another kick it pad, man.
Facts.
Yeah, this feels like a real neighborhood, and it looks like a black neighborhood too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Most of these neighborhoods
like our people doing good out here, man. People doing good out here. Got garages and backyards and 2-story homes. Oh man. My aunt went back to Nigeria today. I was supposed to go see her, but I couldn't. Yeah. My dad's older sister. She was here because my cousin had a baby, and so she came to stay with them for like a month. You know, just help them take care of the baby and stuff like that. So she went back today. And then, yeah, even her, even when I was a kid and I was living in Nigeria, her and her husband started a pharmacy. And so they've never had jobs. The family business was a pharmacy. You know what I'm saying? And so like just seeing them, like since a kid, just seeing not just my parents, but my uncles and aunts all run businesses, family businesses, where like the family's involved. Like that shit's a head start. Like I'm lucky for that. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Not everybody gets that type of environment, but I'm glad, you know what I'm saying? Another thing though, if you were a realtor and you ever became homeless, you would never be homeless. Yeah, you just go on the MLS and see all the vacant houses. Yeah, you would never be homeless. Just find a new spot to crash every night. Yo, it smells good in here. They got that new house smell in here. I bet you they smelled it. They sprayed that stuff. Okay.
You cut the lights on.
Yeah, it's turning. Yeah. Yeah, it's the basic builder's grade stuff, but it's decently sized, man. Pantry. So obviously this would be your little dining. Yo, I like it. I like it. Oh, so far I like it. Yeah, this is what had me saying I gotta see this crib.
Yo.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I'm like, yo, a little movie theater in the crib. You got your little girl come over, but hey, baby, we ain't even gotta go to the movies.
She ain't gonna wanna leave.
I got the movie theater in the crib, baby. What you trying to watch?
Yeah.
What you trying to watch? Steps. Damn, this is a big ass master bedroom, bruh.
Wow.
This is a big ass master bedroom. Joseph, man, I may say fuck that condo. Real shit.
You know,
Real shit.
it's sort of depends on the area you stay.
Yeah, I mean,
But this is nice. But you know, Buckhead, you know,
that view
it's crazy.
is worth it. But goddamn,
It's space.
yeah, space.
And you know, you feel at home up here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bro, look at this closet, bro. Look at this walk-in closet, bro.
Wow, these are whole room.
Like I said, I don't have this many clothes, but I could be like a rapper.
Yeah.
My walk-in closet, I could fit.
Man, I'm telling you.
I could fit 2 cars in my walk-in closet.
This is huge. This is probably like a three bedroom, you know. Yeah, rich. It's like my whole apartment. Man.
In the bedroom. No, this is a really, really big master bedroom, bro. Damn. Second bedroom, it's cool. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3 bedrooms, and then the 4th one's over here. Yeah. So I would have space for all my brothers. Whenever they come in, they all come in at different times. I got 5 brothers. Then my mom, whenever she comes into town. Any cousins when they come into town. And then any of my friends when they come down from New Jersey, they don't got to get hotels. They get stay with me. And there's space and it's comfortable and we're not on top of each other. You know, we just wouldn't be in Buckhead. Yeah, it's a regular bathroom.
And you got his space.
Yeah. This is like a upper lounge, whatever. Put a little couch, you know. The thing I'm tripping off of is this master bedroom, bro. Woo. Damn. Man. All right. And it's just so quiet. I'll bring my dog back down here, man. I got my dog with my dad in Connecticut.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll bring Gucci back down. I got an all-white pit bull.
Gucci.
Yeah, Gucci. I'll bring Gucci down here. But yeah, Pops, it's time. Coming to get him.
Let's go in the back. Let me check out the back like this.
It's a small backyard. It's
Yeah, if you had kids, you probably know how to do what they did. But it's
Yeah.
the thing though. Shit, we got
It's a small backyard.
So I mean,
I grew up in the country, man. In St. Louis, we had a 1-acre backyard. That as punishment, my mom would make us cut the grass.
wow.
That was punishment. Yeah, go cut the grass, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we about to check out how much they paid for it with propstream.us. All right, let's go. And then, hold on. Hold on, let me go back to propstream.us. Cool, yeah, there we go. Got it.
Address 5220 Lexmark.
Alright. Lexmark Circle Southwest, Atlanta, GA. And just like that, in 3 seconds, we will pull up the details and have the transaction history. And it says they bought it for $260,043 and offer pad, and they bought this August 30th, 2018 from the builder who was Bilu Wines Japanese or something like that.
Bilu Wine.
Yep, warranty deed. So I think they paid cash. And so they bought it from the bank. They got this as a short sale from Deutsche Bank in 2012, fixed it up, and then sold it to OfferPad. And just like that, we got all that information in less than 60 seconds by using propstream.us.
Propstream.us.
Propstream.us. This is not a game. Because with my finance statement right now, the only one of those that I can buy on my own without needing anybody else is this. You know what I'm saying? But this is not going to make me no money. This is just going to be where I live at. So it's not technically going to be an asset, because it's not going to be generating income, but it's going to be costing me money every month. So technically this will be a liability. It would just be a liability I own instead of a liability that I rent. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tosin with the Daily Hustle. Right now we are at the Legacy Center. We're about to have a nice little conversation with my mentor, Jay Morrison, CEO of the Jay Morrison Academy and the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, to really just kind of get in depth into his background about how he came from the other businesses that he started from the streets as a youth into being the first African-American crowdfund owner. And so it's going to be really, really interesting to just get, the details from the man himself. So looking forward to you guys checking this out. Before you figured out that real estate was your niche, or before you really kind of focused on real estate, what other businesses were you involved in, and like how'd you get into those? And
well, this is my first business venture attempt was in high school. I attempted to throw a party at a skating rink.
Okay.
That actually, no, I'm lying. That was my first legitimate business venture.
Yeah.
It was being our high school and local weed man.
Okay.
And then being supplying my corner and being a local corner boy and the coke man.
Yeah.
And so it was all drug dealing. That's the only thing I saw in my environment that I thought worked.
Yeah.
And found out soon that it was a trap.
Yeah.
And then as I made some money selling drugs, I then tried to then get into party promotions and throwing parties and those things. So I had I got my first business cards at 17 years old. It was Maintain Entertainment.
Okay.
And parties flopped. I didn't put enough energy into it. But nevertheless, that was my only real shot or venture into anything outside of the streets. And then I got into real estate. So real estate really was my first entry into legitimate entrepreneurship.
Okay, so I remember at one point in time you had like it was like a record label, and then you had a staffing company at some point in time. And
that was after phase one of my first successes in real estate. I then got into I partnered in a courier service.
Yeah.
I partnered in a record label. I partnered in a liquor license and restaurant and bar. Was developing also a nightclub. So I got into other business ventures after my stint in success in real estate. Then I got into other entrepreneurial ventures.
Gotcha. And so what made you say, you know what, these other things I've tried, like with the staffing and the liquor license and all that stuff, what made you say, you know what, let me double down in where you're at now as far as in real estate or in...
Yeah, so mentorship, right? And so one of my mentors, Emory Jones, had a talk with me, and I didn't necessarily give up on all businesses, but what I realized is that I was spreading myself, trying to compete in different industries, where it was a learning curve for me, and where I'm competing against people who are already established, whereas in real estate I had already established a strong foundation, a strong network, and a strong knowledge base.
Yeah.
So now for me to go in and to start a record label, or for me to go into out of school uniform collection, clothing line, right? Those were very viable business ventures and opportunities, but I had already built an expertise in mortgages, financing, real estate, underwriting, developing, investing, landlording, etc. So had already caught that wave, that expertise over a few year period, already had relationships. So now every other business at that point was like uphill battles.
Gotcha.
And so I doubled back down into real estate because what my mentor said was, you can always do those other ventures, but when you take someone like Jay-Z, Jay-Z does multiple business ventures, but what he never leaves is his core, right, of doing what he does best. So even today, Jay-Z, 50 plus years old, is still rapping and dropping verses or making albums, although he owns Duce or Ace of Spades or 4040 Club or Tidal and other ventures. And that's just like today. I have other businesses, right, that I run, but my core, my root, my foundation has been in real estate and in wealth education. So I stuck to my roots.
Okay, cool. So
right? So do what you do best.
Definitely.
Is right, do other things, but don't let go of what you do best. And that's the Jay-Z model. Again, we look at that. Jay-Z's done multiple ventures, multiple things. Super entrepreneur, but he's still at his root of music, of what put him on.
Hey, so that's all we can say. That's what's up. All right, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Y'all keep getting it. I'm out here too. I got meeting. Peace.
What's going on, guys? I appreciate you all for checking into episode 2 of the Daily Hustle. What we've been doing today is a little different from what we did on the previous episode. We're looking at, the higher end luxury properties for not only my personal living, but also for a new business endeavor that we're extending to Atlanta, Georgia, in the event management space, which is where me and my younger brother, Yemi Oduwole, go and follow him on Instagram, Yemi_STL. That's YEMI_STL. We started an event management company out in LA, Beverly Hills, in 2015. We've been doing very, very well. We have a huge celebrity client list, and California's been good to us. We want to try to recreate that success here in Atlanta, Georgia. So that's why we've been looking at event properties like this and just trying to see what can make the most sense for us so that we can continue to be successful and then still share the journey with you guys, share our strategies, share our successes and our failures, because there are a lot more failures than successes. Don't let the pretty properties and the nice productions fool you. We fail a lot. For every one time something goes right, there's 15 times that went wrong that you guys probably didn't see. So, but we want to change that and let you guys just see what it's really like on the daily hustle, the daily grind of my life, of me trying to figure it out most of the time with no guidance, trial and error. And so I want you guys to use me as a case study so that you guys can use my day-to-day hustle in life and my trials and errors and tribulations, so that you guys can just have a shorter journey to success. So I appreciate you guys checking in. See you later.